First and foremost, get me Matthew 26 and 6. This way we ain't reading it out of context. Go ahead. Matthew 26 and 6. Because we speak the gospel out here. The gospel is being spoken out here in the highways and the byways. All right? The gospel is not in your churches. The gospel is not being spoken in churches, man. It's right here in the highways and the byways. You get a tainted gospel in your churches. And if you put a little lie into some, it becomes a total lie. You understand? You can't put a little lie. You got to speak the truth. You got to speak the truth all the time. Read that.
Gone. The book of St. Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 6. And now when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment.
So she had this very nice box with very precious ointment. And she came to Yahushua, the one the world ignorantly calls Christ. Go ahead.
Gone. And poured it on his head as he sat at meat.
When he sat down to eat, go ahead.
Verse 8, but when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much.
When his disciples saw it, they had indignation, meaning anger. All right? Was it all the disciples? I don't think so. It was a particular disciple, right? Go ahead.
For this ointment might have been for for this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman?
So when Yahushua understood it, meaning he understood that something slick was going down right there. He understood there was some nefarious thoughts going on in somebody's head. Go ahead.
For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always.
Because we're not, Yahushua wasn't ordained to stay on the earth forever.
Right.
All right? He was going to join the Heavenly Father. All right? And he knew his time was coming. Right. Go ahead.
Gone. Verse 11. Verse 12. Verse 12. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial.
Right, because that was a Israelite custom. We pour ointment on the body for our burials. All right? That's something that we don't do anymore. All right? But that we're going to get back to that. That's right, because we're going to get back to our heritage.
Right.
All right? So she poured this ointment on his body for his burial. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in all the world, there shall also that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
So when you hear preachers like T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Copeland, all these preachers, how come this scripture doesn't come out? Because the gospel is not with them, man. The gospel is not with those men. They got the gospel of the devil, man. That's what they got. The good news of the devil for them is that they're taking the money out your pocket. They're taking the money out your pocket. Whether you got to pay rent, whether you got to pay your car note, whether you got to pay anything. Whether there's food in the crib, they still want their money, even in this time. They devils, man. They the devil the Bible speaks, so. All right, check this out. Now I'm going to go into, give me Sirach. Give me Sirach 19 and 19. Sirach's 19 and 19. Give me that.
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. What else is life? What else is life? You know what? Hold that. Get me John 14 and 6. What else is life? What is life? What is life? Right? Because the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is life. So what is life? So let's find out through the scriptures what life is. Go ahead.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 6. Yahweh said unto him.
So Christ said unto him,
I am the way.
He's the way,
the truth, and the life.
And the life.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
And this is the doctrine of life, ain't it?
Oh.
So if he said he's the way, the truth, and the life, and it says this is the doctrine of life, right? Which the word of also means from, right? So this is the doctrine from Christ. And that's in the what testament? What testament did I tell you to read? Not this, the previous scripture.
The Apocrypha.
That's right, which is in the Old, right?
In the Old Testament.
Or so-called Old Testament. So what are these churches talking about? This is a doctrine that Christ gave us. So all of a sudden when he comes on the earth, it's gone, it's disappeared, it don't exist anymore? I say no. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to the Sirach. Go ahead, read.
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
The knowledge, the doctrine of life, or doctrine from life. Christ is the life. Go ahead.
And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruits of the tree of immortality.
Wait a second. Read that one more time.
Come. They that do things that please him shall receive the fruits of the tree of immortality.
The fruits of the tree of immortality. Because a lot of y'all people, y'all thinking about your mortality right now. Y'all thinking about your mortality. But the problem is you still haven't got yourself into the doctrine of life. The things that you have to do to obtain life. You haven't got into it yet, man. Right now you're scared. You have fear. You have fear. That's why everybody walking around with these damn masks. The only reason we walk around with it, right, is because we obey the laws of the land. Because we're not stupid up here. The word has to still go out, man. It still has to go out. All right? But we don't have no fear of this coronavirus.
Right.
Because the angels are around us protecting us. Day in and day out. Right? Because we keep the commandments of life. That's right. We keep the commandments of life. So we're shielded from these type of things.
Right.
We're shielded. We don't have fear. Give me that scripture that you had before, that you were showing me. Timothy's. 2 Timothy's 1 and 7. Go ahead. 2 Timothy's 1 and 7. Because I see a lot of fear out here, man. Especially you women, man. A lot of women don't want to even come outside. They become hermits, man. They don't want to come outside. They're really in fear of this. They scared. It's in their nature to be scared, though. Especially of viruses. You ever notice how women, they're more scared of little bugs than men? Because it's in their nature to be scared of these things. Because they bring forth death, right? They bring forth death. So it's in their nature to protect their children. So they're more scared than the men are. Go ahead, read that.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 7. For God hath not given us a spirit of fear.
God has not given us the spirit of fear, man.
But of power.
But of power. We have power out here. Our words are power. The words that come out of these scriptures are power, man. We have power out here. Go ahead.
Of love.
Of love, man.
And of a sound mind.
And of a sound mind. Shalom, brother. How you doing, man? And of a sound mind, man. So we still coming out here with a sound mind. We still out here speaking the word of the Most High in sound mind. We don't fear this coronavirus. We already knew.